Now, when it comes to coffee and teas, I'm a big fan of seasonal flavors. That's why today we're going to be looking at Trader Joe's Autumn Maple Coffee. Now, when we think of autumn in the modern sense, the most popular seasonal flavor has to be pumpkin spice. But what Trader Joe's did was they went out and created a product that brings us back to those pre-pumpkin spice days with maple and fall flavors. Now, it says there's nothing cozier than a cup of coffee on a crisp fall morning, except, of course, a cup of coffee infused with natural maple flavor. With this aromatic autumnal blend of marvelously maple flavored coffee, we've got seasonal coziness completely covered. Now, this is a light roast. It touts to be 100% Arabica ground coffee, and it says for the perfect cup, use approximately 2 tablespoons of ground coffee per 6 ounces of cold water. Now, it should probably say hot water because most of us probably will prepare this hot. But anyway, it says for best results, keep brewed in a thermal carafe. Now, just offhand by smelling this coffee, it does give off a really awesome coffee scent with those sweet hints of maple in there. Now, maple in coffee to me, they're probably a match in heaven, just as vanilla in coffee seem to be, at least in my own opinion. So let's take a couple sips of this. Let's see what autumn maple coffee is all about. Okay, so a lot of times, and I think I've mentioned in the past, I like my coffee as a dark roast. I like that bold, dark flavor that coffee can give, and to me, it wakes me up a little bit better. That bitterness is a little more my flavor. But with this, even though it's a light roast, you get a very bold flavor from this cup of coffee. It doesn't taste watered down, and maybe it's the way I prepared it. Maybe I used a little, more coffee per uh, 6 ounces of water. I brewed this in a coffee pot with about a 5 cup max, and I put about maybe 5 tablespoons in, and I'm probably going to be drinking it throughout the day. Now, aside from that, you get those sweet hints of maple syrup with this coffee, and it definitely brings it into a very relaxing mood. This is definitely, as I mentioned, a very cozy cup of coffee. It's not one of those coffees that I think you would drink in the morning if you're rushing. This is one of those coffees that I feel like, if you're having a nice, relaxing day, if you're maybe cleaning, or maybe, you're going to go out later and you're just up a couple hours early, you're going to watch maybe the news, maybe a morning talk show, or maybe this is a coffee you would watch with a movie at night. This is one of those coffees that I think, when it comes down to it, it sets the mood in a very pleasant manner. It's not too bitter. It doesn't have too much of a bite to it. It kind of balances itself out between the maple notes that are in here and what you would expect from a coffee flavor. It tastes delicious, and I definitely am happy that I was able to try this maple autumn or autumn maple coffee by Trader Joe's, and it is definitely a really, really good flavored coffee. For what it's worth, I know this is one of their seasonal flavors, but if it is still on the market or if it's next autumn when you're watching this video, this is something you should pick up. This is something you should try, and I think everyone within the family who drinks coffee is going to enjoy this one. It just brings into the mood of like a nice autumn day. And it's funny because there's certain drinks that you can have that kind of just fit perfectly within a certain season. I don't see myself, or I couldn't foresee myself drinking this in the summer. I mean, I probably would, but I think in the fall it just sets that tone. It sets your body, it sets your mind in motion to just have a really good day. Maybe it's just me, maybe I'm overthinking food, but this is definitely a really awesome cup of coffee. Maybe one of the better flavors I've tasted in like a seasonal setting. And I would definitely be happy if this was an all-year flavor, just in case I was craving it one day in the middle of spring or something like that on a nice cool day. Check this one out, guys. If it if you can track it down. Trader Joe's Autumn Maple Coffee. It brews nice, it tastes delicious, and I guarantee it'll start your morning right. As always, thank you for watching this video. Like, share, subscribe. Until next time, go check out all my other videos. Brew yourself up a cup of coffee, Autumn Maple if you have the shot. You guys have a great day. I'll catch you later.